Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name's Callie. I do all things plus size, fashion, and beauty lifestyle. If any of that interests you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Today I'm going to show you how I got this very simple, easy, everyday makeup look. Takes me about 10 minutes to do. Very easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You can also follow me on my Instagram. It's Callie_ME_beauty. I post a lot more makeup and fashion hauls over on there. So yeah, just go ahead and stay tuned if you're interested in how I got this look. All right, so I'm just going to show you guys my everyday quick 10-minute makeup look. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. So I already washed my face and put moisturizer on. My skin's been like super dry lately. I have a lot of redness and dryness around my nose. Some breakouts, some hyperpigmentation, just all the fun stuff. So I'm going to start out with the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, just to prime mostly in my T-zone. Just to kind of fill in pores, have the makeup last longer. Happy Inauguration Day too, by the way. How exciting. I'm super excited for some changes. All right, so now we're all nice and primed. And I'm super fair-skinned right now, so I am using the lightest foundation that I have, which is the Revlon Candid Photo Ready Natural Finish Anti-Pollution Foundation in the shade 150 Creme Brulee. And I typically just put a couple squirts on the face. Couple five. And then I'm going to use my e.l.f. sponge. I have it wet, and I'm just going to blend that out. It's not super full coverage. It's just nice and natural looking. But it does the job. It covers some redness, and it wouldn't really cover like blemishes too much. You might need something a little more heavy duty, but it's good just for everyday wear. They also have a dewy one as well. I have the matte one. All right, got that all pounced in. Matches my neck really good. All right, then we'll go in with concealer. The foundation looks really light right now, but we will warm it up with some bronzer. I'm going to use the Instant Age Rewind Corrector, oldie but a goodie, and this is in the shade 100 Ivory. And we're just going to place this under the eyes. I think that's all we're going to place it today. I'm not going to do the center of my face just because it's all so light already. I don't really need to brighten up anywhere. I'm going to use that same sponge, but the other side of it, the pointy side, and just kind of start blending that in using light pounces. Is pouncing the word for it? Isn't that what cats do? Pounce? Bounce. I'm going to bounce it on the face. Trust the process when it comes to makeup too. I mean, like right now this looks crazy, right? It looks super light. I look kind of like dead. But just trust the process. It all comes together in the end. I really like this sponge too, this e.l.f. sponge. It gets huge when you get it wet. It's monstrous. Like, I don't know if you can tell how big it is. I like it. And then I'm going to go ahead and set all the wet products or cream products with a powder. I'm using the CoverGirl Clean Fresh in the shade 160 medium. Just taking a big fluffy brush. Just to set that down. Typically I go in with a little bit lighter of a powder under my eyes, but my light powder that I have fell on the ground and broke, so I'm just using the same medium shade to set the entire face. But you can use a lighter colored powder under the eyes to kind of make them bright. But this is just what I do on like an everyday basis. Not really going anywhere, just, you know, maybe running errands or something. This is what I'll do. Then to add a little bit of color back in the face, I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. palette. It's got highlights, it's got bronzers, it's got blushes. I got this on sale on clearance at Target around Christmas time, so I don't know if it's still there. It doesn't even have like a name on it or anything, but it's just a nice little palette. I'm going to take an angled brush like this. It's a Real Techniques. Just dip into the bronzy shade here. Start working into my cheekbones. And the forehead. Just using a really light hand. Don't want anything too harsh. You can always go back in with your big blender brush too and blend everything out. This brush works really good because it's angled. It kind of just sits right in your cheekbone there and just kind of, you know what that means. Get it up into the hairline. Under the chin, cut that chin off, and then blend it down. Just adds a little bit of warmth into the face. Again, you can take that big fluffy brush and kind of just blend. And then in the same palette, there are a couple cheek colors. So there's this one that has a little bit of shimmer, and there's this one that's matte. I'm going to use the matte one. And another Real Techniques brush. Just dip it in there and just hit the tops of these cheekbones here. It's kind of right above where I did the contouring. Just to give me some color. You can wrap it around your eye, kind of make a little C shape. You can hit the top of your nose, because the sun, when you get sunburned, doesn't just burn your cheeks, right? It burns the big schnoz. That's where I always burn, at least, is on my nose, because she's out there. And then I'm going to take the highlighter in here, the lightest colored one, with a Eco Tools brush, and just kind of hit the tops of the cheeks here just to give a little bit of glow, and above the eyebrow. Again, this is just an everyday look, nothing crazy. I kind of put it everywhere, I guess, like above my eyebrows, tops of my cheek, tip of my nose, bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, chin, and this inner corner of my eye. You can also do below your brow bone as well. Then at this point, before we do anything to the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and set with the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist. This thing has an intense sprayer on it, so just be careful because you will blow yourself away. But once that dries down, it does leave a nice kind of dewy look to the skin. I need one of those fans that all the YouTubers have where you can just sit and blow your face. All right, and then I'm going to go in and fill in my eyebrows. That is an essential everyday thing that I do. This is the CoverGirl Rich Brown brow pencil. I just kind of start with tracing the bottom of my brow, following the natural shape. And then I'll do the top. And then I just fill it in. It's just like coloring, you know, when you're a kid, you're just tracing and filling it in. Nothing too hard. And the other side has a spoolie on it, so you can go ahead and just spoolie through them. And then typically I will set them too with like a gel, just so that they don't move throughout the day. I'll go ahead and do this one offline. All right, now we got our brows on. I'm gonna go ahead and take that same palette and just a big fluffy brush and just dunk. Why do I use the dumbest words? We're not dunking anything, we're dipping, or who knows, into just like a brown shade. So I'll just dip into like this one right here with a big fluffy brush and just place it in my crease just to give us a little bit of wash of color on the eyelid. Kind of to contour out the eyeball. Just putting that in my crease, just messily. I don't do like regular shadow on a daily basis. I hope everybody is doing well. I've been going through a little rough patch in my life, but things are getting a little bit better. And just trying to stay positive. It's not hard dealing with the loss of a dear friend. It's never fun. But I'm getting through it. I'm just trying to stay positive. Let's just put a little bit of bronzer in the crease. And then all I do next is go ahead and pop on some lashes. These have already been used. I'm just going to use the House of Lash lash glue, and I'll go ahead and apply my lashes. I'll be right back. All right, so all I did was went ahead and just popped on some lashes. So don't put mascara on the bottom, just leave it plain and simple, easy peasy. I will go ahead and throw a little something on my lips. This is the Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner in All About the Lay Down the Mauves. I just made that up. All About the Mauves. Could have been a good name though. Just line my lips, and then I'll just throw on a little bit of gloss. This is just the e.l.f. Plumping lip gloss. Freaking bug in here. That's gross. And then kind of rub them together. And that's all I do. That's my everyday makeup look. That takes me about 10 minutes. If you weren't putting lashes on, it would be even quicker. I personally just like wearing lashes every day. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this makeup video. I know it was kind of a little bit boring and maybe bitter talking about a death and whatnot, but I really hope you enjoyed, and let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.